In the golden age of the French Baroque, one name shone quietly among kings and courts. Yet his music spoke more to the soul than to power. Today, we rediscover François Couperin, the man who turned the harpsichord into a storyteller. François Couperin was born in 1668 in Paris into a family of musicians so talented that they were called Les Couperins du Clavecin. His uncle Louis Couperin had already made the name famous at court, but François would take it even further. At just 10 years old, he was already replacing his father as organist at Saint-Gervais Church, one of the most prestigious positions in Paris. By his 20s, his reputation as a virtuoso and composer had spread through the capital. It's said that people would gather outside the church just to hear him improvise, not out of religious devotion, but pure curiosity. In 1693, Couperin's life changed forever. He was appointed organist of the Royal Chapel at Versailles under King Louis XIV. It was the age of opulence, protocol, and power. But Couperin brought something different: intimacy. While Lully thundered in the opera halls, Couperin whispered in salons. His music didn't march, it breathed, full of wit, melancholy, and grace. Louis XIV himself nicknamed him Couperin le Grand, a title that stuck, and one he quietly lived up to. Couperin's genius lies in his portraits. Instead of naming his pieces Sonata in D or Suite Number 3, he called them Les Papillons, Les Barricades Mystérieuses, Le Tic-Tac-Choc. Every title hides a story, a personality, a mood. He once wrote, "I love what touches rather than what amazes." That phrase defines him perfectly, a master of emotion over spectacle. Scholars still debate what Les Barricades Mystérieuses means. Was it a love secret, a musical puzzle, or just an inside joke for the court? Couperin never said. He preferred mystery to explanation. Beyond composing, Couperin was a teacher and theorist. His The Art of Playing the Harpsichord, published in 1716, is still one of the most detailed guides to Baroque interpretation. He bridged French elegance and Italian expression, uniting two musical worlds that often ignored each other. He even admired Corelli and Lully equally, something rare for his time. Couperin died in 1733, quietly, as he had lived. By then, the style galant was replacing the grandeur of Versailles, and his music fell into shadow for nearly 2 centuries. It was only in the 20th century that musicians like Claude Debussy and Maurice Ravel rediscovered him and called him the soul of French taste. Ravel even dedicated an entire suite to him, Le Tombeau de Couperin, a musical tomb, but also a rebirth. Couperin never sought glory. He sought clarity, grace, and honesty in sound. In an age of spectacle, he wrote for the heart, not the throne. 3 centuries later, his voice still whispers through time. You can hear his fingerprints in Debussy's fluid harmonies, in Ravel's elegance, and even in the minimalist precision of today's composers. He taught us that music doesn't need to shout to move us. It can breathe, smile, and ache in silence. Couperin's art reminds us that refinement and emotion are not opposites, but partners. That beauty can be subtle, that depth can be quiet. In a world that moves fast and loud, his music feels almost revolutionary again. A moment of stillness, a return to balance, a whisper from the past that still understands the human heart. If you listen closely, you might hear it. Couperin's voice, soft but unwavering, still teaching us the art of touching the heart.